Shalom, Holy Blossom. You may or may not know that in traditional prayer books there is a blessing that men say each morning. Baruch atah, and so on. Shelo asani isha. Praised are you, eternal our God, ruler of the universe, for not making me a woman. Now this may be surprising or not. This may be offensive or not. But I want you to understand the context. In the traditional halachic frame, only men are obligated to the full complement of mitzvot, while women are not because of their other responsibilities. And so this is an example of a series of examples where a man would praise God for entrusting him with the full complement of mitzvot. He would praise God for binding him to a life of mitzvot. What would a traditional woman say today? There is a blessing there for her as well. Baruch atah she'asani kirtzono. Praised are you, eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who has made me according to your will. Now, in our prayer book, Siddur Pirchei Kodesh, we decided that this blessing traditionally assigned to women should be said by all of us. And that way, first of all, we don't have to choose between this binary of men and women, male and female, but we also can each praise God for creating us in our own uniqueness in all its ways, to recognize that not only gender, not only certain talents or strengths, physical abilities or disabilities, all of them can be acknowledged in their full uniqueness and attributed to God's will. Why do I tell you this? Because this year we are marking many milestones of Jewish women's leadership. It is 100 years since the first bat mitzvah. Judith Kaplan was the oldest daughter of Rabbi Mordecai Kaplan, and in 1922 she was called to the Torah as a bat mitzvah. That was radical at the time. 50 years ago, Rabbi Sally Presand was ordained by Hebrew Union College in Cincinnati, Ohio in 1972. Also, a radical shift and worthy of much celebration. You may recall Rabbi Presand was one of the 10 leading Reform figures who helped us celebrate our 100th anniversary as a Reform congregation just 2 years ago. And last Shabbat, she was the keynote speaker at the ordination ceremony of our own incoming assistant rabbi, Eliza McCarroll. So that is a second milestone of Jewish women's leadership that we celebrate this year. And a third is Holy Blossom Temple's own sisterhood. It's actually 101 years now, but because we were in lockdown a year ago, the sisterhood, the women of Holy Blossom, decided to wait one extra year until we could have a real celebration in person and online together. So I hope you'll join us this week. It was my pleasure in anticipation of this gathering to have a pre-recorded conversation with Annemie Paul, who is a great example of today's Jewish women's leadership. And I'll tell you, she is graciously denying all speaking engagements these days. But she took this one. And that is because she believes in the power of Jewish women's leadership, and she wants to celebrate with us at Holy Blossom Temple. So I hope you'll join. You can see all the details below. In this busy season, I hope you'll make room for this very special occasion. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.